Ever wondered how some people build wealth despite starting with nothing? The answer might surprise you. It's about living like a broke college student. Imagine stretching every dollar, skipping fancy dinners, and focusing on needs over wants. What if those habits could be your secret to financial success? Let's dive into how adopting a frugal mindset, even when you have more money, could make you rich in the long run. The power of a broke college student's mindset. Let's take a trip back to college life. Remember the days of instant noodles, thrift store shopping, and endless searching for student discounts? Those days may have been tough, but they were also filled with valuable lessons about living on a tight budget. College students master the art of living with less. They cut corners, make the most of what they have, and focus on getting through the month without overspending. While it may seem like a temporary struggle, this broke college student mindset can actually set you up for long-term financial success. The truth is, when you're forced to be resourceful, you learn how to stretch a dollar. This isn't just about saving money. It's about developing habits that prevent you from unnecessary splurging later on in life. By living like a broke college student, even when your income increases, you can accumulate wealth faster than you think. Frugality doesn't mean deprivation. It means being smart with your money. Why most people fail at budgeting? The reason most people struggle with budgeting is simple. They don't stick to it. The idea of budgeting sounds great, but when it comes to tracking every dollar and making sacrifices, many people give up too soon. Why? Because they never really learned the mindset of living within tight financial limits. Many people see budgeting as restrictive or boring, but college students are experts at turning necessity into creativity. They don't see budgeting as a limitation. They see it as a challenge, and that's the key. When you embrace budgeting like a broke student, you start to view it as an opportunity to be resourceful and find ways to cut back without losing quality of life. Instead of seeing budgeting as a punishment, see it as a way to gain control over your money. The broke college student mindset isn't about living a miserable life. It's about choosing to prioritize long-term financial freedom over short-term luxuries. Breaking down the budgeting basics. So how can you apply the broke college student mindset to your budget? Let's break it down step by step. Number 1, know your income and expenses. The first step to budgeting like a broke college student is knowing exactly how much money you have coming in and going out each month. Most students live paycheck to paycheck or rely on financial aid, so they know the importance of tracking every dollar. You should do the same. Write down your income and list your fixed expenses, like rent, utilities, and groceries. Then, list your discretionary expenses, like eating out, entertainment, and shopping. Number 2, prioritize needs over wants. College students are masters of distinguishing between needs and wants. When you're on a tight budget, you have to make tough choices. Do you need that extra cup of coffee, or can you make one at home? Apply this principle to your own life. Always cover your needs first, then decide how much of your leftover money can be spent on wants. If you can cut back on wants, you'll be able to save more. Number 3, the 50-30-20 rule. A simple budgeting method is the 50-30-20 rule. This means allocating 50% of your income to necessities, 30% to wants, and 20% to savings or debt repayment. College students often unknowingly follow a stricter version of this because they're forced to allocate almost everything to necessities. Try to stick to this rule, and if possible, increase your savings percentage by cutting down on wants. Number 4, embrace minimalism. College students are used to living in small dorm rooms with minimal belongings. This minimalist lifestyle is a key part of budgeting. When you focus on living with less, you spend less. You don't need the latest gadgets or a huge wardrobe to live a happy life. Simplify your living space and prioritize experiences over material things. Number 5, avoid debt at all costs. Many college students avoid racking up debt because they simply can't afford it. They understand the consequences of taking on more debt than they can handle. Carry this mindset into your adult life. Avoid credit card debt and high-interest loans. If you already have debt, focus on paying it down as quickly as possible. Building wealth with a broke mindset. Now that we've covered the basics of budgeting, let's talk about how this broke college student mindset can actually help you build wealth. The secret is simple. The less you spend, the more you can save and invest. Number 1, save aggressively. One of the main reasons people struggle to save is lifestyle inflation. When your income goes up, so does your spending. But if you continue living like a broke college student, even after your income increases, you'll be able to save more than you ever thought possible. The key is to set savings goals and automate your savings. If you treat saving like a bill that needs to be paid every month, it becomes a habit. Number 2, invest early and often. College students often start thinking about investing later in life because they have little money to spare. But once you start earning, make sure investing becomes a priority. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow through compound interest. Even small investments can turn into large sums over time. Whether it's in stocks, real estate, or retirement funds, consistently putting money into investments will pay off in the long run. Number 3, live below your means. Living like a broke college student forces you to live below your means, which is the foundation of building wealth. When you live below your means, you avoid debt, build savings, and have money to invest. The less you spend, the more opportunities you create for yourself financially. It's not about depriving yourself. It's about focusing on your future. Number 4, delay gratification. College students are great at delaying gratification. Whether it's waiting for student discounts or saving up for something special, they know that patience pays off. This is a key principle of wealth building. Instead of splurging on immediate wants, focus on long-term goals. By delaying gratification, you're giving your money time to grow and work for you. Practical tips for staying frugal. Now that you're inspired by these stories, here are some practical tips you can apply to your own life. Number 1, stick to a shopping list. Impulse purchases are a budget killer. Always shop with a list and stick to it. This will help you avoid unnecessary spending and keep your budget on track. Number 2, cook at home. Eating out can quickly drain your budget. College students often cook simple meals at home to save money. Get into the habit of meal planning and cooking at home as often as possible. Number 3, use coupons and discounts. College students are pros at finding deals. Whether it's using coupons, student discounts, or cashback apps, there are plenty of ways to save money on everyday purchases. Number 4, buy secondhand. You don't need to buy everything new. College students often shop at thrift stores or online marketplaces to find what they need at a fraction of the cost. Look for secondhand items whenever possible. Number 5, challenge yourself to a no-spend month. Want to take your budgeting skills to the next level? Challenge yourself to a no-spend month. This means only spending money on essentials like rent and groceries, while avoiding unnecessary purchases. It's a great way to reset your spending habits and boost your savings. Living like a broke college student isn't glamorous, but it's one of the most effective ways to build wealth over time. By adopting a frugal mindset, prioritizing your needs, and making smart financial decisions, you can set yourself up for long-term success. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more tips on personal finance and building wealth. Thanks for watching.